Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. David Bright right here, and today we'll be going over weekly market analysis over next week open. And this is GDP USD 4-hour time frame. But first thing I do want us to go over to Forex Factory and look at some couple of things and come back to the chart as well. So right here on the Forest Factory, this is Monday 23rd, which is last week Monday, and yeah, we had no data. And Tuesday we had a couple of data, which is the manufacturing and service PMI from the European GDP, which is the British and the US as well. So these whole data are mixed. These are all mixed signals. So it's market insanity. All right, so we had Wednesday CPI yet year, which is currently on hold. So that takes us down to Thursday, which is here we have the USD unemployment claim, and yeah, it came out below the expectation, which is forecast with 1%, at 210,000. All right, so it's cool. Yeah, pretty cool. But on Friday we had the GDP retail sales, and it's literally not looking good. Yeah, it's not looking good, so it's weak. All right, so forget about the green, it's weak. All right, it's because it's literally need to exceed the forecast, but of course it came right below the forecast, so literally giving a weak signal for the British economy. So let's go over to the charts. Yeah, right here, this is February, right? February price, we see GDP, which is the British, losing its strength, and we had the confirmation right here. That was on March this month. So we changed, bearish, and we had the confirmation right this month of March. But yeah, this month has really been some kind of month, literally been giving us like no literally good entry. And yeah, currently I'm holding a 3%, minus 3% loss in position. Yeah, and risk management is literally one of the good things that's been holding me up, and not just me, anyone who is profitable in trading. Risk management is always one thing. And here Starfx, we literally hold up to 1%, which is our fixed risk management rule, 1% per trade. So we're holding up to 3% for the month of March, minus 3% literally. All right, so yeah, we had the price retrace back and mitigate this level of supply, and we had the continuation to the sell side, which is break of structure continuation. But something literally is interesting here, and let's look at this here. So why price get into this level of supply, and we were seeing price showing some bearish move, and this is literally consolidation. Yeah, consolidate price was literally consolidating right here, and we have this last buy and aggressive sell to the downside. Yep, so having this last aggressive buy and sell to the downside, this is literally a large range of supply level. We had this large range of supply level right here. So yep, price came into this level of supply, and which is from here. So price dropped, and also this as well boosted the GDP economy, which is why we had this rally right here, because this was the first data that came out for the day of Thursday, and which is the climate count change. And yep, it came out below the forecast, which is literally good for the economy, because that's literally talking about the unemployment rate. So we had the British economy had a low unemployment rate for Thursday, which is the first data for that day. So we had this bullish move to the upside. So that was why we had this 1, 2, 3 bullish moves, and before we start seeing the bearish candles coming to the downside. All right, so this year we had this rally here. This was due to the tweet of Trump, and Iran stuff is something I really don't want to talk about right here. So let's go over to the main context of the video. All right, so currently right here, our trading range is from this swing high and to this swing low right here. So this is our current trading range, and if I should take this out, so these are swing high, these are swing low, and all these right here are internal order flows. So here, this currently we are seeing right here are all order flow. And if I should break down to the 15 minutes, which is the time frame I use in my analysis, and we can literally see what we are having on the 15 minutes. And also this can also help us in in what we are literally to expect. Yeah, so let's break down to the 15 minutes time frame. And yeah, it's literally the time frame I use in reading market structure and get my entry of the 1 minute time frame. Technically, overall direction market is bearish, of which you all can tell for yourself market is bearish. But here on 15 minutes we had this break of structure here, which is order flow right now. So order flow is shifting from bearish to bullish, and yeah, change of character. So yeah, we're bullish right here, we're bullish right here. So price has shifted from bearish to bullish, and break of structure, right, still bullish as well. Here we had the change of character. So yeah, I was literally okay, bearish. Price has changed from bullish to bearish, but unfortunately something strange happened, which is we had the continuation here to the buy side. So that was literally Thursday, during the days of the datas and stuff, blah blah blah. So that was on Thursday, and something amazing happened again, which is literally price. I was expecting price to literally take out this low here, because this is literally a swing low and this is literally a swing high, which is now internal. All right, the 15 minutes. Now remember, this is the external, this is the 4-hour swing high, 4-hour swing low. This is now our current order flow range, and it's literally telling us, okay, this is what is currently happening in the market now. These niggas are putting in buy orders and in the order book, because of course we have to understand that this is transaction going on in the market. And yeah, so since we understand that this is transaction going on in the market, so there is order book in the market. And also you need to understand that this right here is 1-hour swing high, 1-hour swing low. All right, why we had this liquidation right here, this is 15 minutes right here in play. All right, so but let's get that, and let's move forward. So right here on Monday, I don't know, Trump made his tweet, because of course I was expecting this low to be taken out for my bearish confirmation and change my bias to bullish to bearish. But unfortunately the opposite happened. So Trump made a tweet and we had this spike to the upside, and this spike literally gave me what I have here, which is now a liquidation right here. So we had this liquidation, and having this liquidation, it's literally says, okay, we're not sure, buyers are still not in control, sellers are now in control. But one thing that is missing here is we still have this to be a swing high right now, and here to be a swing low. So price is literally ranging from this swing high to this swing low. So everything here is internal, and basically I don't trade internal. So the first entry for this week was literally off the 50% level. All right, using my Fibonacci, this is the fair value level, because I was literally anticipating that price will probably show some buy willingness from this level here. That was during New Year section, but unfortunately the opposite happened. Price came in, take us out that day. So we were still waiting and stuff like that. Once this low is being taken out, I'll be focusing on sell, and I'll be looking at this level right here to be my point of interest. Because of course, why would I be looking at this level? I'm looking at this level because of we had this aggressive run up to the upside, and before we had this bits of consolidation and aggressive rally and drop. So literally this is rally base drop. All right, so here it's literally where we had the drop, but we need to have this confirmation of this low going out, because of course you all know that this is literally my swing low for the 15 minutes, and you don't forget that this is my swing high, my swing low. So I need to see this swing low get taken out, and once the swing low is out, then I'll be expecting price to come and collect the overall external swing low, which is now the 4-hour time frame. All right, so that's it fam to this video. And if you want to see structured trade ideas of smart money concept on how I get in and out on trade, you can click on the link in the description of this video to join my Telegram community.